morning. Not our train. Ours is the next one. Just going to Morley, but we're not walking back here this time. We're going to walk on over the top to Batley, so we cover that section. Once we've done that, we've covered all the railway, the Huddersfield line, from Leeds to Deaton. So we need Deaton, Huddersfield, Slough, and I suppose Slough, Marsden again, but we'll see. So anyway, yeah. Next train on this side now, platform 2. Just one stop to Morley. Okay, so we'll do it when it comes in. Right, our train is approaching. So as I say, we're going to go one stop to Morley, walk over to Batley. So this is 10:52 from here. Leaving Cottingley once again. See if anybody is on the path. Service going past on the opposite side.
This is a service to Huddersfield. The next stop will be Morley.
Don't look like it. Quite nice is this bit here. There's a railway sort of goes around a big question mark sort of shape. And we've walked up there a few times. There's the seat still in its position. No, somebody's thrown it down again. Right, short and sweet. Right, as you can see, looking towards Batley now, we've got a mega tunnel here, getting on for 2 miles long, so we've got a long walk ahead of us now, and it's quite a lot of uphill and downhill. Okay, so watch this train go, and then we'll head off. Only going to Huddersfield now, not Manchester Piccadilly, because the timetables have been changed. Right, let's go over to Batley and some sunbathing on the way. Right, just before we leave, we'll get this one train heading out. Whatever it is. That's another 185. It's not stopping here though. Retca Central. Right, let's get up over the tunnel now. This is not going to be the easiest of tasks. I'll try and stay as near to the alignment of the tunnel as possible. But again, obviously it won't be literally. But we'll do what we can. So, walking to Batley. The first thing we're going to face is the 69 steps, but there's more than 69. Yeah, town centre via steps. These have been in existence for years, of these steps. Let's see how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 30, 47 steps. And look how high we are. Let's keep going. 47, so 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 54, 55, 59, 91 to this point, which is the end of the main staircase. There's a few more up here where it comes out where the miners' pub is. So counting every little step and curb, 91, so that's 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, I was right, I thought it was 97. That was my original thought. Right, that's the Miners' Arms, which is one of the last pubs on the Trans-Pennine Booze Cruise. Let's go up this way. Ackroyd Street. Right, there's no paths as such to walk on yet for a while, but roughly where that post box is there, that trolley, diagonally across, up there where those trees are, that's where the tunnel goes underneath. So we're on the downside of the railway now. We'll cross back over soon. I'll cross over now actually. Just turn left into this road and we're on top of the tunnel again now, just about here. That chimney has nothing to do with the tunnel. So I'll go right here, back across again. Lewisham Court. Probably old people's flats, I'd guess. And that looks like an old school. It does. 1880. Crikey, it is old. Coming up to Morley Town Centre now. Right, just turn left into Albion Street, I think this is now. That's a Commercial Street. I think it could be Commercial Street here. And we shall cross over the tunnel again, part way down here. Can't see it obviously, it's so deep down, but it's there. The Vets is on here, just on the left now. Abbey House. Had the cat operated on here a few years ago. One litter of kittens is quite sufficient. Not sure whether we're doing anything at the moment with this situation we're in. Anyway, yes, that's the Vets. Right, now, somewhere just round here, you'll see the first ventilation shaft from Morley Tunnel. Ah, there it is. just behind that garage. So you'll see it's a bit better as we go around here. So down at the bottom, just here now, turn right. Right, this is Fountain Street now, which goes all the way to the A650, Bradford Wakefield Road. Oh, so you can see the vent again. It's right behind that tree there, or that clump of trees. Oh, there it is. Now, wouldn't it be interesting to see smoke billow out of that 50 odd years ago and more? So yeah. Right, that's vent number 1 coming this way. So we'll keep going up Fountain Street. And you'll see the second one shortly. Right, we're now on Charteris Way. And there used to be another railway line here, which went over the top of the tunnel, roughly where Rentokil is there, and these other businesses, Robrook, whatever it is. And this, as far as I'm aware, where this ATS is, used to be a coal yard. Because obviously Charteris Way was only put in the sort of late 70s, early 80s. Because I do remember this as a kid, being built and it being out of use. Even though it was finished, it didn't seem to be brought into use. It took a while for it to be brought into use. Don't know why, but it was. And the road further down there to the left, which is again Fountain Street, had a much higher hump for the railway, like a sort of humpback bridge. So I'm told, of course, so I'm told. So Morley Top Station, as it was behind these buildings here, as it was. We're going to go up there now, work our way through the estate. This is, I think, where the 213 bus goes, Hanley Road. Not sure it's running at the moment, but anyway, we'll go through here, see the next vent hole. Right, this is Elverston Road. We're going to go up here and eventually onto Watson Street. Now the vent shaft is somewhere around here, because we've never really been much more than about 100 yards at the most away from the railway alignment. It's never been built as a through road onto Watson Street, because obviously to be a bit of a shortcut and a bit of a rat run. So it's never been actually built through for that reason. Morning.
Morning.
Oh, little doggy. Right, I haven't seen it just yet, but I'm sure it's not far away. All these houses have been built in the last 30 years or so, maybe 35, because it was just all wasteland over here. Morning, morning. This is wonderful up here. Oh, there's the vent shaft. That's the next one. So, I don't think we're actually on the alignment of the railway yet. Or are we? I don't know. It's there anyway. Let's head over to it. Because it's not round, it's more of an ellipse, and the broader side is where the railway runs underneath. Right, that is the second vent coming in from the north end. It's the third one from the south, and you can see how narrow it is there. You'll see a little bit later compared to the others. If you look down it from Google Maps, it will appear as an ellipse, and the railway is running left to right, right to left here, not under my feet. Okay, so we'll go down here. Now this will take us on to Watson Street, and then we'll turn left and back on Fountain Street. At least I think this goes on to Watson Street. Right, we just come from the right just there. That's where I was expecting coming from down there. We got it slightly wrong. Anyway, this is Watson Street now, and roughly where this white car is here was about where the end of the houses is there, and on this side here, where this white van is, this was where the end of the road was, up until the sort of early to mid 80s when they started building all these new houses down here. It was. Now my grandparents, that's my dad's parents, used to live at 33, which I haven't seen, to be quite honest, since my grandfather died in 2008. So that's 39. It's a couple more. So I've no idea what it might be like now. 37, 35. It's this one here with the gravel now. That is where there's a car in the drive, 33. All the windows have been done. So yeah, that's where my granddad used to live. Got some photographs of, in fact the road's been relaid, I think since 2008. It has. Yeah, the blossom tree's still there though, but yeah. Right, that's Baker Road, and my late father used to tell me that he chased some guy down there that tried to attack him once because he got so fed up and pissed off. Anyway, on to the end and we'll turn left. Right, Watson Street now. It says leading to Frensham Avenue and Pentland Way, which of course are the new road streets at the end. Morley Academy is just there. I'm not so sure it's actually open though, because obviously schools aren't generally speaking open at the minute. But there is something more interesting right at the back there, which is a really old building. In fact, I won't be at all surprised, that's probably Morley High School as it was. Much older building. No idea what day. Oh, 1907 I think it was. Yeah, and obviously years ago there used to be a kind of weighbridge here at the end of Watson Street, opposite it, which I always remember when I was a kid. And the fish and chip shop now is a Chinese takeaway. But what else is there? Queen's Road. Let's have a little look on Queen's Road, because I must admit there might be the tram lines still in the ground there, because there was a tram depot along here. Now that little shop just there, it says fresh coffee. In fact, to be quite honest, I'm going to have a cup of tea there if I do tea as well. Right, we're on Queen's Road. Right, we're on Queen's Road now. Not sure if that shop at the end there where I got that cup of tea was Annie Milner's or not, but I was always led to believe it was. Anyway, the house that's for sale there was also in the family. My dad's grandma, that's my dad's mother's mother and father used to live there. Some years ago, my dad always told me about being offered a sweetie and all that. So let's now see if there's any remains of the tram lines, because there used to be, as recent as 2010 or 11 I think actually. That's where these cars are parked here. Yes, this was the, well, this wasn't the tram depot it's been built on. It was, no, it was here, where this new building is here now. This was where the tram depot was. Ah, what a shame. A little bit of history disappeared now. So no, there's no tram lines at all now along here. Nothing whatsoever. Right, we've moved on to Oak Road, as you can see there. Fountain Street is just to the bottom and to the right. And we're going up this little bit of a snicket now up here. And as far as I'm aware, this should bring us out right opposite the end of Scotchman Lane onto the A650. So go straight across and straight down the hill. And you'll see the third ventilation shaft for Morley Tunnel, right by the side of the M62. Still got my tea. It's a bit hot. Yes, here we are. Right opposite Scotchman Lane. So this is the main A650, Bradford Wakefield Road. Bradford's to the right, Wakefield's to the left, and Batley is straight down. Right, Asda's over there. Did a brief bit of work there back in 2013, very briefly. Anyway, we're on Scotchman Lane now. We're coming up to the M62, which you'll soon see, looking either side. And the 40-mile-an-hour limit starts here now, not all the way through. Although I don't think many people are really bothered about it. Used to be 40 mile an hour all the way up, and left and right onto the way A650. Right, yeah, here we are, M62. This is looking towards Manchester, Rochdale, and this is looking towards Wakefield and Hull, Pontefract, and you can see, oh, you can't, can you? In amongst the trees on the right there's another vent shaft. We might have to just wait till we get past this, where this bus stop is, and we'll look back across again. I say we have driven down there a few times in the past. But I got where the footbridge is over there. I say footbridge, actually it is, you can actually drive a car over that bridge. It is wide enough. There's a lorry caught fire. I got a film of that one, so I'm not done with it though. Right, we're on paths now for most of the way. That's over here now. There's a path that goes straight up to the motorway, but doesn't appear to go anywhere else further down. So I've no idea how that's supposed to work. You can just see the tunnel vent there. Obviously the railway is going parallel with Scotchman Lane. It is. Then there's another one, the final vent, lower down there, which you'll see again a bit as we get near to it. So yeah, that's the third one coming south. The second one going in from the south towards Leeds. It's the second one, is that one. So right, we're walking down this way now. Right, so that's looking back to Scotchman Lane, where those houses are. And that's some nice horses here. Hello, horse. We're going down that way now where the stile is. You can see there now that short, fat little chimney. I said little, it's quite large actually, it's only very short. That is the vent for Morley Tunnel, the third one coming south, as I just went earlier, second one going north. So we're going to go down this way now, which will cross the alignment of the tunnel. We can smell the horses, can't you? Oh dear. Bit warm enough for you, darling? Ah. Oh, you can see the other vent there as well now. That's the last one. Heading south. They are quite close together, these vent shafts, these two. Because obviously there would have been more shafts sunk when they built the tunnel, constructed it in the 1840s, I would think it would be. And yeah, so obviously the golf course is around here now. In fact, you can probably just see it over there. See, this was obviously they left 4 of them for ventilation, but I dare say there would have been more shafts so that they could work at more faces when they're digging it out. But when they improve the railway between Dewsbury and Huddersfield, you'll still be left with this sort of Victorian section between Dewsbury and Leeds. Anyway, right, we've just crossed over the railway. Again, you can't see it obviously because it's 7 feet down. Both the gap here, Matt, as well. Right, it's looking back again. And this is the path, which, if you can call it a path here, we're going over the stile shortly. There's a path up there which doesn't seem to go anywhere. It just goes straight to the motorway. There's no bridge and it just stops. So why that is, I have no idea. You'll see that on the map at the end when I upload it. Oh, so right, we're going down this scatty bit of a path now. Golf course, Howley Hall Golf Club. Golf course is here now. So we shall soon come to our location where we're going to stop for butties and a bit of sunbathing. Right, we've just come out of that path there and we're on the golf course as good as now. And there's the vent chimney again, vent shaft. And we're going to head down here past Howley Hall Golf Club. And we'll eventually get to our sunbathing spot. I would think. Let's go to that little bridge over there. Perfect day for playing golf. Certainly is. Wish my lawn was as good as this. Here's your quaint little bridge. Is this straw? It's as dry as a stick. Nothing in it. I think we better walk around the line of the trees, I think. Right, this is the clubhouse. Very pleasant. Anyone got a hole in one yet? Yeah. Right, well, somebody mentioned about possibly getting hit by a golf ball, and that very nearly happened just over there. One of those guys in the red, whatever, he came very close. So it's up around here now somewhere. Let's go down here. I think this will lead somewhere reasonable. Because we're off the alignment of the golf course now. Oh yes. Yes, this is fine. So left here. And we're almost at the ruins. You'll see the railway shortly because it's out of the tunnel now. We're in roughly that alignment of the south end of the tunnel. And we're going back through it when we go back home. Right, this is Howley Ruin, and that's where we're going to go, down that way. And now when I was a kid, I remember some sort of like dungeons or something up here, and this is about the biggest chunk of it that's left of the old Howley Hall. I think it was called Howley Hall. And this here now, I think, is down there. That is the entrance to one of the so-called dungeons, which would have been some kind of underground cellar, and that is wait and get into another one, but I think they're just about filled in now. You can't get into them unless you're very, very small. So, right, I'll see you on then. Have fun. Right, we're going to go down this way a short distance and we'll have our butties. We will. Because I'm ready for a break now. I am. We've done about 2/3, 3/4 of the route roughly now. So it's just straight down to Batley station when we finish. So this break's going to be quite a long break now, maybe a couple of hours. 3 if I can get away with it. So yeah, we'll go down that way, down there when we come back. So we'll be doubling back just this bit. Right, we're now at our sunbathing and chillax location, so time for some butties and a bit of relaxation. Continue a bit later, okay? Right, afternoon, and after a break of just short of 3 hours, we're back with you now, walking on to Batley. So walking back this way where we come past the ruins, and then guess we've just been up that way. Switch camera. Yeah, we've been walking up that way, and now we're heading this way. Hi. And then the ruins are just up here again. So we'll pass them, head down under the railway, past the old house. Right, there's the ruins again. Not going to go up there this time. We'll just go down this way. And oh my, but it is warm, isn't it? Oh dear. Afternoon. Lovely and warm, isn't it? Right. We're in the path downwards now towards the railway. Because you can see the railway line now over there. I'd say the tunnel is past now. I think we get straight down here then, can't we? So we'll find out. Oh, bloody hell. Hiya. Can we get straight down here, I wonder? Oh no, we can't. Oh, we could down here. God, it's a bit dicey, is this? I think I'll just stop filming a moment. That was a bit involved. Anyway, we managed to get down here now. So we'll go this way through the gate here. Oh, my ankle still hurts when I broke it about 18 months ago. Oh, you can see there roughly the alignment of the old Great Northern Line from Batley to Tingley via Woodkirk, and there's a tunnel up there. Not as long as Morley Tunnel, but what's it called? Sootill Tunnel, isn't it? It's about 600 yards or something like that. It's all bricked up at this end. There's a fence at the other end, at the Woodkirk end, and no idea what on earth is going inside that tunnel, because they've tried to find that out for years. Well, it's always drawn a blank, because there's like a little building in front of it at this end with a very stout lock. Obviously don't want people going in. We turned right to come on here from down there where that farm is. We'll go back down there, lower down to the left a bit further on. But I wanted to include Timothy Lane House, which is where I used to live as a kid. I thought that might be worth sharing. Yeah, there's obviously another way down from the ruins to the right here, just by the other side of this hedge. There's a train in the tunnel as we speak now, heading west or southwest. Yeah, it sounds like a 158. Yeah, it is. Yeah. If I wanted to go to Brighouse, that was a train we'd have to get on to just come nicely back from Brighouse to Leeds and Leeds to Cottingley. So I see St Thomas's Church over there as well. Right, let's continue. So you can get up to the ruins up there and across. Might be slightly easier than what we just did. The houses in the distance across there are Scotchman Lane. So of course you can see how far we've walked now from top of Bradford Wakefield Road. And that crosses the tunnel roughly where the Cross Keys is, near the Stump Cross, that area, that's where that road goes over the top of the tunnel. Used to be a path straight down now, because that house there, if you can see where the top of the signal is, used to be a path straight down there, but it seems to have been deleted, that now, got rid of, because there's no path over the railway there, we call it Howley Crossing. That has gone after how many decades of use? I think it went in 2011 or thereabouts, early 2012, because there was no means of locking it. You just had to watch the track, watch the railway yourself, and hope you got through all right. But a lot of people have difficulty with that. People like me, rail enthusiasts, don't, because we know what we're doing. We know the line speed's 75, we know exactly what the score is. We've got things like tracks sit to know where trains are now, but your ordinary man in the street doesn't have that. So I'll go down here and underneath the railway. I think you used to be able to get down there at one time as well. That's gone. So we'll go down here. Oh, there's nothing. There's quite a lot of scaffolding here on and off for a time or two because of the working on the overhead power cables. And they were here. Left like a sort of walkway underneath it all for this path. And obviously, as you know, in winter, it's raining heavily, you can get a lot of water cascading down here. So obviously with this bridge here, or tunnel should I say, there's no need for the crossing of it at all now. So let's get under it. We'll come out down there a bit later, so we'll go this way now. Oh, it's nice and cool under here. Oh my word, coolness. It's so hot outside. Right, that was where the crossing was years ago. Hiya.
Hiya, hold on.
There's no crossing up there now.
No,
They took the Howley crossing. They took it away about 9 years ago.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's hasn't been there for a while now.
Well, going back when I was a kid, that used to be like a outpost at railway, you know.
Yeah.
And all there were all hills.
Oh yeah, well there used to be a branch just off this line up here
Yeah.
that went behind these trees across Scotchman Lane to West End Pit. Oh, that's years ago. I don't remember, that's way before my time. Anyway, I remember class 47s and 45s and Mark 1s and 40s and that sort of thing, but I don't remember Steam. Steam finished 3 years before I was born.
I used to walk from Willow Terrace up to Batley High School up Primrose Hill.
Oh yeah.
Primrose
You went to
Hill.
Batley 80s at all, or earlier?
Oh, well earlier.
Oh, that's our 82, 87 there.
Yeah. What
Anyway-
was it like then?
Oh, not great, but
I went in the 60s.
60s. Oh, Beatles era.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a rough school then.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
rough as hell.
You can't see any white ones now, can you, do?
Oh, we can't say that.
Say that.
My word. This is going on YouTube.
Oi.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm of a similar opinion anyway. It's, you know, spot the... Anyway, I better get on anyway before I dig myself even deeper. See you later. Oh, aye. Well, they're not wrong, are they? Call a spade and all that. It's not a lie. Right, this is the Batley area now. Scotchman Lane is still LS27, Leeds area, but we've just crossed from the Leeds area to Batley, to Kirklees, and it doesn't go diagonally from sort of across there. It's this stream. I think that's the actual boundary, just here. It is. Howden Clough's up that way, because this road almost runs parallel, to be quite honest, with the A643 at this point. Right, 2, 4, 6 and 8 here in this block, and then the next one's 10, 12, 14 and 16, and we used to live at 14 many years ago. So this is 10, it has been modified with that extension. And this is 14, 12 is, that's 12, 14 is the one with the red door, and that's where we used to live years ago as kids. Not the wall down look of it. Used to park the cars over there. We did. And there's, oh, look at Rosette there. And this was a path, still is a path up there actually. It goes up onto Old Hall Road. That is Old Hall Road up there. We've just walked from down there, and here is where there would have been a viaduct. Not a very big one, here, short, 3 arches over this road here. This is Timothy Lane, Batley Field Hill just to the left where we're going to go, up to the left up here. This cut-off was added later, but I don't really remember the viaduct. I think it was... The railway was closed in 1964, and the viaduct, from what I've been told, was demolished in the early 70s, about 1972, 73, or thereabouts. So you can see roughly where it was, in amongst these trees. Zero chance of it ever being reconstructed, and it's just too far gone. There's far too much built on the old Great Northern now. It should never have closed. That's the thing. Just come up there, and there's a snicket here now. There is. I think this used to be a little bit smoother before, years ago, but anyway. This cuts a corner off now and takes us on to Sunnybank Lane, or Sunnybank Road rather. This is the lane, I think. Right, hard left now at the end of here. And down this way. Yeah, the houses on this side of that path, I think, actually are Lamplands. Going down there now. Down there. Because we'll go across that little footbridge. And then we'll just head over to Batley train station. Path will lead to the footbridge. But just before we get there, where we are right now is actually a bridge over the old Great Northern, which went down that way underneath. It's a double bridge or split bridge, because on the other side there's another drive or walkway down there, other side. So yeah, it was a thick bridge, shall we say. Not a tunnel, but a sizable bridge. Long time since smoke last hit the bridge, I'm sure. Over 50 years ago. Probably 56, 57, something like that. And you will get a glimpse now of the south end of the tunnel. Not through the Morley Tunnel that we're going to go back through later. Right, that is the south end of Morley Tunnel. Southwest end, whichever you want to call it. Okay, so you could see it after all that. And then we're going down this path just here now. Right, here we are, footbridge. And there used to be a signal just there in the up direction, but they moved it to wait and see where the crossing is, just up there now, some years ago. Right, this is Redcar Central, Manchester Airport Redcar Central. Heading north. Right, here's the up train. This is the stopping service. Right, it's time to head on now, so let's continue down here. This is the original brick wall here, which obviously used to replicate on the other side as well, but somehow they became demolished. I don't know how it happened, that. Because this is obviously a very old-fashioned steam days type bridge. And as far as I'm aware, it dates from the LNWR. It's just a shame that the somebody on the other side knocked it off. Ouch, nettles. That black gate is there, we came round there. And oh yeah, doing a great job. Yeah. Don't forget the sun cream though, if you end up getting it sun. Right, you'll see now a little bit further up, just around this corner, where we were earlier. I wanted to include this bit so I could walk past the old house and also walk over that bridge. So we'll just about double back now here, where this sign is. It's Ailsadell, they call it, don't they, that area? Ailsadell. Lovely garden there. Big, huge garden. Incredible. Right, now I went through that tunnel up there under the railway. We're now going to go through here, this way. Oh, style's gone. In fact, it used to be wider than this, because at one time you could have got a car down here. Certainly can't do that now, because there was never a fence there. There was only a small gate. But anyway, yeah, we'll go on here now to the end and just go straight to the station, I think, now, because I've just about had enough. Not dragging it out anymore. Right, end of path. We can go back up that way to the ruins if we so wish to, but we're not, of course. We're going down this way, straight onto Lady Anne Road. Doesn't seem to exist now, but I think there used to be a cut-off path down there with that yellow just down there. Somebody's got a swimming pool set up there. Afternoon. You can go down there. That will eventually take you up to Lady Anne Crossing up there, where the signal box is. Used to go cross-country running that way years ago from Batley High School. Anyway, we'll go down this way now onto Lady Anne Road. Right, now then we're going to just deviate off to the right down here through a short pedestrian tunnel. Primrose Hill is just this road on the right here, just joins on the right. This little building, as far as I'm aware here, used to be a sweet shop some years ago. I always remember my granddad going in there and getting a quarter of boiled sweets or whatever it is. There's even a stone thing there, whatever that's for. Yeah, Primrose Hill. And that goes again up to the crossing. It does. It used to be cobbles for the first part of it. It was. That's the house that caught fire last year, or year before was it? It seems to be alright now. So you can go up there, but we'll go on this occasion, we'll go down here and under this little, through this little tunnel. There used to be some lights in here, but some idiots have damaged them, so it's going to be very dark. As you can see, very dark. There's the other end. Oh dear. Grief. See if I can get the light on. Ah, that's it. That's got the light on it. It's not that bright though, is it? Bit cool down here. Yeah, look, you see the lights there. Oh, that one's been smashed. They've all been smashed. There's about 5 or 6 of them, I think, weren't there? It makes it awkward, of course, with it having a gradient at that end there. Look, there's one there. Some buggers smashed that as well. Little gits. Right, here we are. Daylight and warmth again. So, that's the little tunnel entrance there from this side. So it's just a short walk on here now, up to the train station. There's a slight alteration to the route here now originally, from where it was original. So you used to just go straight ahead there and then further round, but we've got to go down here now. This is the mill village. Obviously it's all closed because of you know what. I hope my table and chairs don't go down there, you know what, as well either with all this. Because I ordered a new dining table and chairs about 2 or 3 months ago. Right, it's just through here now to the station. Station Road, looking down there. And here we are. Batley. So we've done it. We've walked the entire route now in stages between Leeds and Deaton. So we'll see if we can do Deaton to Huddersfield. Well, maybe the weekend or whatever, we'll see. Went down that way with the Batley Dewsbury walk, didn't we? Right.
service to Wigan Moorgate.
Right, I'm going to do the same as what I did after the Batley Dewsbury walk. We'll go via Ravensthorpe, go back via Murfield. So we'll get on this next northern service on the opposite side, just to kill time because we've got ages yet for the direct service. I could go via Leeds, but we won't. We'll go via Murfield. So that means going this side. I'll stop view range in a minute, we'll see the other side. Right, we'll get this train to Murfield and then go straight back through to Cottingley, just to kill time. It's either that or go via Leeds or wait ages for the direct one. Another express heading for Redcar. As I say, we just come on to Murfield just to kill time and also to get 1 or 2 items for tea and all that. Right, this is our train home now, back to Cottingley. I'll keep the video going and get a few shots as we go back home on this one. Okay, so it's saved waiting around at Batley all that time. We come in, a bit of shopping. 185 for 115. Right, it's leaving Murfield now, heading back to home, to Cottingley. Get a bit better view on this side actually, don't we? Right, back at Ravensthorpe. That's the line towards Wakefield. Going off to the right. We have token service on there at the moment. There's no Grand Central services. Just left Ravensthorpe now, and now you'll see roughly where we were on that other walk that we did yesterday, I think it was. Was it yesterday or the day before? Anyway, never mind. Somewhere down here, went underneath the railway. Oh yeah, it was a river bridge we went underneath.
This is a service
Not that
to
one.
Leeds. The next stop will be Dewsbury.
Some work going on over there. Yeah, well, that went down there, that was it. Down there, and then went alongside, under the pipe bridge, and then back over the concrete bridge.
We'll shortly be arriving at Dewsbury. If you're leaving the train, take a moment to check you have everything with you. Don't forget any bags or cases in the luggage racks or under seats, and retain your tickets as they may be required if exiting this station.
Well, we're not, so we can just stay on, keep going. I wish they'd repaint this bridge. It's been that colour since I was at school. And that is a long time ago. So yeah, the through road's being used a bit now because there's 1 hour missing Dewsbury out. Right, we're waiting to be overtaken here. I thought we just had standing time for a phantom service that didn't run, but it is running. It's a Scarborough service and it'll be here in a minute or two, so you'll see that go past very shortly. Okay. Right, your Scarborough train is going to go past very shortly. See if it's a local old one. Come this way and overtake us, Centre Road. Yep, it's a local old one in propel mode. Yeah. Minutes or so we'll go. Right, we're off. Bang on time. So the through road's not been used very much of recent, but it's got a good shine on it now.
This is a Transpennine Express service to Leeds, calling at Batley, Morley, Cottingley and Leeds. The next stop will be Batley.
Now we did the Batley Dewsbury walk, we're up behind those trees up there. And the Great Northern Line goes underneath twice. There's a pepper pot thing there with a grid on top. That's the vent shaft. Even though it was a very short tunnel, it actually had a vent shaft on it.
Be arriving at Batley.
Yep,
Please
so we
mind the
will.
step down from the train onto the platform.
So this is Batley now. This is obviously where we would have got straight on this train now if we'd have waited around long enough. It'd be great actually if they could one day build a third line down here and create a platform 3 at Batley on the far side there, and just use platform 2 if you're not going to be overtaken, because you obviously you could create an overtaking facility here in the up direction at Batley. We're right at the back of the train, that's why obviously we're only just on the platforms. It's a long time since the Great Northern Railway was here on the far side across there, because in fact the Lazy name has faded, so old now. Yes, it did exist, there's no doubt about that. It's just that it hadn't existed for over 50 years now. Souter Lane, and you might not really see what it is here now, but the Great Northern to Tingley and Woodkirk curved off first, and then the Great Northern itself, to Bradford, gradually rises up here now, climbs, and once it goes over this line it doesn't sort of drop back down again, it keeps climbing, because then what was at Walton Junction just before Driglington, if you reversed at that point you'd be over the top of Morley Tunnel.
The next stop will be Morley.
So there was a hell of a climb there. Now we come up to the best bit, or one of the best bits. Now that's where we were over there, and you can just see the ruins up there, and that's where we were walking around there and sunbathing and enjoying the grass. You can see where that pylon is. We actually walked where there's a footbridge. Yeah, that's the footbridge. There's an up service, and coming up to Morley Tunnel now, which you'll see a little bit better on this side slightly because we're on the downside. Not on the upside of the train, but the down, facing down of course. There we are, this is the south end of the tunnel. Right, this is Morley again, where we were earlier, where we started from today. So one more stop and then we're finished. Cottingley. Today would be nice. Right. Oh dear. Right, here we are back here. Okay.
Cheers.
Right, that's heading on to Leeds, so let's head home. Right, I've had a good walk anyway, haven't we? From Morley to Batley and whatever, so yeah. All we need to do now is just cue music, end of video. See you next one. Bye now.